Good morning as we slip the night away. Hey, yay. All right, cool. So we got that popping. Now let's get Facebook on the go. Good morning, good morning. Hey, let's get it. What up, Facebook? Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, IG. Happy Monday. Let's give this a moment to figure out what it's doing as we get things all sorted and whatnot, because Facebook be taking a minute. There we go. Good morning, good morning. What up, Facebook? What's going on, IG? Happy Monday. It's your girl, Sheree Robin. We live and live in color on this wonderful Monday morning, and I told y'all I'm gonna be trying to make sure that I'm more consistent with doing my lives and jumping on and sharing good information with you guys. So happy Monday! Welcome to the start of a new week. Good morning, good morning. Make sure that you say good morning as you join in, and we're going to kick off this Monday. Hey D, how you doing, beautiful? We're going to kick off this Monday with some good stuff, right? As always, I try to bring you all the good stuff. So as you join in, make sure that you say good morning, hey D. Make sure that you shout out where you're coming from, where you're hailing, where you're viewing from, and we're going to have a really interesting conversation this morning on how to pick a good topic for your book. How do you know if what you have on your mind is bookable, right? If it's worthwhile of turning it into a book. And so sometimes I make up words, so y'all bear with me. But the conversation today is really on this fine Monday is how do you know, or how do you pick a good topic for your book? So this topic or this conversation is for our nonfiction writers this morning. Nonfiction means that this is not fake. This is how I help people remember. Fiction is fake, is phony, you making it up. Nonfiction is not fake, it's for reals. Okay, so the nonfiction story is what we're talking about today. And so, how do you pick a good topic for your book? And I have this dialogue. We're having this dialogue this morning because good morning, hey, because as an editor, as an author, as a publisher, as a ghostwriter, I deal with myself and the editors, my team of editors, my literary baes. That's my BAE, my badass editors. We help a lot of people all the time write books, and so that's one part, right, is that we're in the trenches helping people write books. But in this place that I'm in, right, as a influencer, as a thought leader, as somebody who is an advocate for my business, I meet a lot of people who want to write books all the time, like all of the time. So many of you are hanging out with me on social media because writing a book is of interest to you. And so when I talk to people who want to write books, one of the biggest things that holds them back, one of the largest deterrence is them being able to qualify their idea, right? There is this hesitancy, there's this great pause that comes to all creative minds that makes them think or doubt or question whether what they have is good enough, right? So is it good enough? Is it valuable enough? Is my story beneficial for somebody enough? Right? How am I going to make an impact with this message? Right? So is this even worth it? Is my topic, is what I want to talk about, worthy or good enough? Right? So, and I do the air quotes with enough because I want to talk about that this morning and kind of ask that question for you. You know, what is enough? Right? What is good enough? Right? So what does that even mean? But let's talk about it. So writers will be in this place of creativity, of idea, of enlightenment, of inspiration that says, hey, I think that I have something that I've been through. Well, I know that I have something I've been through, and I think that it can help other people. I believe, I think, right? It's the possibility, it's the maybe it could help somebody else, right? So it's within that maybe part where all the doubt comes in. It's the I think that it's going to be beneficial for somebody else, and then the doubt comes in. And so I want to kind of encourage you in this space and give you some activators, some motivators here, so you know exactly what you're doing here and how to know if what it is that you want to talk about is worth it. right? Is it worth you sitting down and pouring your heart out on the page? Is it worth you putting this effort, this energy, this financial investment into to sharing this message, right? So one of the things that I think is really helpful, excuse me, that I know is really helpful in this space is asking the writer, the person who has this idea, to go beyond themselves, right? I want you to go beyond just you and you thinking that this is a good idea, right? I think this is a good topic, because that's where most writers make the mistake, is that the idea, the thought is all that they have coming into the equation. Well, I think that somebody would need to know about this. I think that my story can help other people, as opposed to understanding and looking at what you've been through and knowing that what you have to share is helpful for somebody else. So when I say I want you to go beyond yourself, I want you to stop thinking as a writer that I have this message and I want to share this specific thing. I want to share this point of view with somebody. I want you to think more of, is what I have to share, is what I've learned in my life, in my experiences, in my relationships, in my business. Is if I give what I've learned to somebody else, will it help them? And that's a question I want you to ask yourself. Good morning, beautiful. I want you to ask yourself this morning, to all of my nonfiction writers, right? When you're struggling in that space of, is this worth it? Is this good enough? Is my topic a valuable topic? Is it a topic that's going to help me write this book, market this book, promote this book? Is this valuable to my readers? I want you to take a moment and say, if I share what I know with somebody, will it help them? Question for you today, this morning, on the replay, hanging out this afternoon, hashtag replay if you catch it later. But I really want you to ask yourself that question, right? Because it's not just about you in the writing of this book. And that's where the mistake is, right? People come into this going, oh, I want to share my story. I want to write a book. And then they go, I don't know if it's good enough. I don't know if my story is good enough. I don't know if what I have to say is good enough, because you're looking at it from the you perspective of you, right? But think outside of that. Think about if what you have to share can bless somebody else. Hey, if what you have to input, what you have to give to the world, is that going to help somebody else's life? I'll just say I began 2 more books that I believe will be helpful to others. And I don't doubt that, because Mildred, your first book is a blessing to other people. Right, so Mildred's first my God, Mildred's first manuscript, right, is a blessing to other people, right? Because 20-25 years of marriage counseling and support for her clients, she knows a whole lot. So her book isn't, hey, here's what I did, here's what my husband and I did, here's how we did this. It's positioned more to a specific audience that says, here are the tools that you need, here's what I learned to help you move and go to the next level. So I'm absolutely certain that what you have will be valuable for somebody else, Mildred, because you already think that way, because you're thinking about your books being helpful. You're thinking about you as a resource and as a tool and a vessel for somebody else to get their blessing. If you are thinking about, this selfish person, I want to write a book because I want to be fabulous and I want everyone to know my name and I want to be a best-selling author, and there's nothing wrong with that part. There's nothing wrong with that part. If you want to be a best-selling author, listen, do you, right? That's fine. There's no right or wrong reason to why people want to write a book, right? But how do you, if you want to know that you have a good topic, if you want to know that your book is going to sell and it's going to be marketable, if you want to know that you're going to have an audience for your book, right, then you have to think outside of what it is that you want and think about your book positioning and helping other people to succeed, especially in this day and age, especially the nonfiction genre, that demographic. Those are readers who are looking for resources and answers. They are people who are trying to find the tools to get to the next level, and you have that information. So if you're questioning whether or not you have a good topic, ask yourself, does your topic help people? Does what you know about your topic, right? The years that you've been in business, right? D says yes. You teach that all the time. I do teach that all the time, D. Right? And D's successful in business and all that she does, right? Being able to help people, business owners, collect their cash and keep money in hand in business, right? So those are tools. That's information. That's resourceful stuff. Those are nuggets, valuable tips, and things that D can give us so that we learn. It's not her going, yeah, I got a good job, I made a lot of money, and you should too. Best of luck to you. Wait, what? What? Where is the information? Where are the tools? You haven't given us anything. So if you want your book to be good, make sure that it's good to people, right? That's the takeaway from today. If you want your book to be good, make sure it's good to people, right? If you don't know if it's a good topic, is there good information in here, right? Is it valuable? Will somebody pick up your book and learn from it and be changed from it? That's what you have to wonder about. That's what you need to put into your manuscript for it to be a good topic. Get outside of, I want this book to be this way. What does your reader need? What is your audience in search of, right? And the more that you know that, the more you position yourself to be, as TD Jakes says, be an answer, right? You be an answer. That's what you get to be. You get to do and position yourself to be a solve for people, to be able to give them what it is that they need. Good morning, right? To be able to give them what it is that they need in this space. So I want you to stop thinking about me. It's all about you. All right, so y'all bear with me a moment, but nonetheless, right, make sure that the book is good for people and makes a difference. Come in, little girl. So go ahead, babe. So so I want you guys, and I encourage you in this space and in this time to really do that deliberate work, right? And there's a way that I teach our students in that information. It compounds, right? We stack it up. We start with you, right? And then we build onto that. D knows I'm always talking about, I'm always talking about stacking your deck, building your arsenal. Bang, bang. You should be the smartest person in the room when it comes to your topic, because there's research that's required. There's research that's required. There's more information that's necessary, right? She said, I'm hilarious this morning. I'm feeling good this morning. I've missed my lives. I miss jumping on and being in full communication with you guys. So I'm excited to be back, even though my hair is wet. But y'all got it. And as long as I'm allowed to be myself, then I'm going to give y'all all that I got when I can. When I get it. So here's my download this morning. Is to make sure that your book is good for somebody. Make sure that your book has got some value to it. That it is not just your selfish approach. It is not just you giving me this information. And I give this equation or this analogy often, right? When I'm talking to my students, my hair is doing whatever it wants, y'all. This is that curly hair life. They be doing whatever. So I give this analogy to my students, and it's in the workbook that I teach from. And the question is really, like, if we're having a conversation and I'm talking to you and I say, yeah, so I like shopping at Walmart at night. I'm gonna ask you, like, realistically, how many of you guys hanging out on IG, on Facebook, really care? Random. I'm just going to say this. Yeah, I like shopping at Walmart at night. Nobody cares. I'm waiting for y'all to just be like, that's the most amazing news in the world. It's not. Nobody cares. You don't care. You could care less about the fact that I like shopping at Walmart at night. It means nothing to you, has no value to you. It adds nothing to your life. You're pretty much like, what is Chick talking about? I could care less. Move on to something that matters to me. Now, my daddy say it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. So if I'm going to position myself to be valuable to you, as opposed to me telling you just what I like, what I want, and what I like, I am going to say to you, as opposed to, I like shopping at Walmart, I'm going to add some specifics into that sentence that say, around 11 o'clock at Walmart, they is when they do the restocks. And so if you get in around 11, right, they taking all the old stuff off the floor, and it's like half and nobody in. If there's nobody in the store, you can get in, get all the fresh produce, and get out within like 30 minutes. So I love to do all my shopping at Walmart at night because it's easy. My kids are asleep. I can run to the store. Everything is fresh. I'm good to go, and I'm done in 30 minutes. Has that helped anybody at this point? Right? Has that now become more valuable information to you, because I've added specifics into that conversation, into the context of that conversation, that are important to you as a reader. Let's say you're a single mother. Let's say you like me and you're trying to juggle a business, multiple businesses, children, a life, health, fitness. Don't be trying to have no man, my God, right? You're trying to juggle all of these things, and you don't even know when you're gonna get to Walmart. And I just gave you a little bit, girl. Listen. At 11:30 is when they swap out all the old produce. Get in there real quick and get out. You ain't gonna hit no lines or nothing, right? I have now added valuable information into the context of this conversation that's for you, that's helpful for you. And that's where most new writers make a mistake. That's a good trip to Walmart. I might try. That's what I'm saying. D says I might try. It's a good tip, right? So now I've added value. I've added additional information and gotten away from this selfish positioning, this selfish part of me that's like, I do this, I like this, I want all of this. And there are people who like, I don't give a damn. See, somebody, we just talked about this. Yeah, I don't care. I could care less about what it is that you want. Hey, Devon, right? All of these things that you want. But why does that matter to your reader? And so in writing, when you start thinking about what I want to happen, what I want to say, I want you, right, to open that up and be intentional or be specific about what your audience needs, right? Is this what they need to hear? Is you telling them about this relationship where, you know, he dragged you around the living room and punched upside your forehead 3 times? Is that going to be helpful? And unless you tell us, right, that you learned something. Maybe you learned to duck and dip as opposed to jump forward. Maybe you dipped instead of dodged. Maybe there's something, maybe there's something, more that you need to teach us in this moment. So it's not just, here's my information and I hope you like it. I hope it's good to you. But how are you becoming less selfish in the text so that you present and you give value to your reader? That's how you find if you have a good topic. Is your topic helpful for somebody? Are they going to have takeaways from this information? Are their lives going to be changed? If I pick up your book and I know nothing more than when all I know is about you and what you did, I'm pretty sure I don't care. I'm pretty sure I don't care. If you are in business and your book is just about you and your life, but you're not giving me the wins and you're not giving me good information to help my life, I'm certain that I don't care. I'm certain that I don't, because most people are going to, if you're not teaching me, or unless it's very well written, that's a whole other conversation, right? So how you got out? Tell me, right, Precious? How you got out? Right? How did you get low? Did you hide? Did you wait till the end of the night? Did you pack your bags? Did you drop your stuff out the window? This is what you need to tell us. Put your stuff in a sheet, put it in a big plastic bag, drop it out the window, act like it's trash, and then in the morning you make a break for it. Like, are you giving me the moves to make to have this wins in my life? If you're not, if your book is not, and it's not like very, very well written, where it is, it's just moving us through emotion and time, almost like a fiction novel, then I would say in most cases, it's not going to benefit you. And it's especially not going to help you move into business, where your goal in business is to solve a problem. That's what business does. That's how businesses are successful. They solve a problem. So if you are not solving a problem for your reader, if you don't have a solution to what it is that they're dealing with, why are you talking to them? Or what are you talking to them about? Nothing. You never really even saying nothing. You ever have a kid just be talking to you and then they just be talking and you be like, that is a lot of nothing. We 30 minutes into nothing. And I have been into books and been 4 pages, 5 pages into nothing, and I'm over it. I'm over it. I am. As an editor, I'm over it. Right? And I don't know if everyone's attention span is that great, but I'm going to say you don't risk it. don't risk it. Or is that short, right? Don't risk it. There's no need to. You can move expeditiously through this process. Okay, Devon, let's do it. So you can move through this process if you just really think about your audience's needs. That's it. What do they need? So how do you write a good book? Think about your audience. Stop thinking about yourself. Stop thinking about yourself, your old selfish self. No, but seriously, stop thinking about what you want as the only factor, right? That's the thing. It's not just the only factor. What you want is vitally important. What you are positioned, what your purpose to do, and who your purpose to serve is important. But that's just the foundation. You have to build onto that. And that's, again, where the mistake is made. People have a great idea. They go, oh, I'm going to do this. Then they just jump in and they go doing it. As opposed to, let me think about, or let me build the foundation for this. Let me think about my audience. Let me think about my market. Let me think about the specifics of my message. What are the major takeaways that this book is going to address? What are the major points that this is going to solve for my reader, right? Those are the major pieces that you really want to know and be comfortable and confident in when you go to write a book. It's almost like that with anything in business. It's like, oh, I think this is a good thing. Let's add some research to that so that you provide the best possible answers for your audience. That's how you write a good book. That's how you pick a topic that's valuable. You start with you, with what you want, and then you think about if that market, I mean, if that specific topic, that point of view that you have, if there's value in that for somebody else. So you, and then the value. Is there something in there? The lessons that you learned, are they valuable to me? The experiences, the things that you avoided doing, the opportunities that came your way because of that. Is this valuable to me? Are you trying to help me, the specific reader, the person who needs this information? Are you helping me? That's how you know if your topic is good. Does it help a specific and intentional audience? When I give you guys the analogy about Walmart, that could be beneficial for single mothers, for people who work during the day, right? For people who only have the free time at night. It's a specific nugget for certain people. It might not be good for the early risers who are in bed by 7:30, 8 o'clock, right? But it could be for those people, those moms who are juggling, those new business owners who are trying to handle all of it. It's a specific nugget of information that's good for them. You be good to your audience today, tomorrow, for the rest of your life, always and forever and ever. Amen. Okay? That's really what I want you to do, is be good to your reader and take the time to understand what they want, what they're after. That's how you find out if your topic is good. The ideas will come aplenty. Always. They will come. Trust me, the moment that you start thinking about one book, Mildred says she got 2 different book ideas already, right? As soon as you finish one, there's another. We did a project with a client. I just checked on his stuff yesterday. We wrapped up his project in 2019. Since then, he's done 2 more books. 2 more books, just following the format, right? And Mildred, the same thing. I pray that's for you too. Follow the format, follow the structure, the system that I teach you. D as well, right? This is you learn the system, you learn the structure, and you repeat that process. And one of them, the first with any book, any idea, is knowing why you want to do that, like who you are, what matters to you, and then thinning that down, getting much more specifics in that space so that you can get clarity, so that you can make sure that you're providing value. And I teach that consistently. That's what Dee says. I'm always teaching that because that's how you get to marketing. That's how you build a brand. All of these are a huge part of this book thing. And people think I'm just going to write a book. I'm going to jump out here. Y'all know how I do. I wrote a book by my book. I wrote a book by my book. I wrote a book by my book. You'd be like, get your book out of my daggone face. Nobody care about that book. Yeah. But if I tell you that if you're struggling with your relationships, hey, there's about, 25, 30 tips in here that couples can put together and work through that helps them understand the dynamics of good relationships and communication in marriage. I think this might be a good asset, valuable for you and your partner, your spouse. Yeah, this is value. It's not, I wrote a book by my book. I wrote a book by my book. Okay, so I want y'all to get away from I wrote a book by my book. I want to encourage you guys to stay steadfast, stay the course, and I want to make sure that I extend the offer and the opportunity today because I did not. So I am teaching. Yes, I am teaching this tomorrow. So I'm teaching tomorrow, and I'm teaching on a huge conversation piece about writing a book, right? About actually writing a book and writing it effectively, right? Writing a book in 90 days, but making sure that you're writing the type of book that's important for your audience. How are you going to hit that Amazon bestseller status? How do you make money from your book? How do you grow your audience authentically without paid ads and advertisement? Like all of these pieces. So I made sure I just pinned that up to to the comment box. And I want you guys, those of you who are hanging out with me this morning, those of you catching the replay, make sure that you register. Make sure you register for the Don't Be a Broke Bestseller Masterclass because a piece of what we got in today, I'm going to dive into in this masterclass. So it's a live training, super engaging. Those of you who kick it with me on the regular net know that this is how I teach. This is who I am. I love to teach. I love to share. And so I'm going to be unpacking 3 specific concepts. So I'm going to show you how to write your book quickly and effectively in 90 days. I'm also going to show you how to, the truth about Amazon bestseller status and how to make money from your book, how to launch it successfully and make money from your book. And I'm going to show you how to build an authentic tribe of followers and an audience base based on your story. How do you share your message to grow your audience and your tribe? So I want to make sure that I share that link with you guys. Make sure that you register, you show up. It is tomorrow evening, and we're going to give you lots because that's what I do. So I love you guys. Again, thank you so much for hanging out this morning. I appreciate you, and I want to keep you encouraged. I want to make sure that you are writing and writing effectively, not just spinning your wheels. Guys, when people have book ideas and they're like, oh, I want to write a book, then they just start writing. Those are the manuscripts that we have to butcher. Those are the manuscripts that we got to tear up. And I ain't talking about like a little bit of tear up. I'm talking about it's 150 pages. I'm cutting 80 pages, right? That's the kind of tear up that has to happen when you just go for it. When you just say, you know what, here's what matters to me, I'm just going to have at it, as opposed to thinking about how this is valuable to your audience, how this connects with your reader. You wind up wasting a lot of time writing things that don't benefit you. And then what happens, right, as a new writer, you are now, like when I say you are holding on to this, you like this, no, sweet Jesus, like you are holding on to this manuscript so tightly because it's the first time you've written anything, it's the first time you've created anything. So you can't see past the fact that this might not be it. This might not be the best way to go about this. So I now have to like pry your hands off this manuscript and show you some alternatives and different ways that you didn't know coming into this. But if you know this stuff coming into this, then you can create this, you can replicate this system time and time again. You'll know exactly what to do when it comes to writing any book. Any idea that comes to you, you'll know exactly what to do. You'll know how to outline, you'll know how to structure, you'll know how to do the right research, you'll know how to market it, you'll know how to brand it, you'll know how to build it, you'll know how to do so many things when it comes to this particular, when it comes to writing a book. So I suggest that you do sign up for the masterclass, that you get these tools, this information, because it is a system. There's a way to go about it. And that way does not include you being, I wrote a book. Here's my book, buy my book. That's not part of it. That ain't it, y'all. That ain't it. So, okay. Does that make sense for you guys? Is that connect? You guys resonate with that? I hope so, that's loud and clear. Good morning. Good morning. Make sure that you say good morning on this wonderful Monday morning. Shout out to my folks hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate you guys. Love and appreciate you guys. And I just want to, ooh, I'm moving stuff around. I just want to encourage you. I just want you to stay the course, and I want you to write good books, right? Do the research. Find out if your topic is valuable. Are they valuable? And it doesn't have to be this wide, new approach to something. It's really your approach, your perspective to something, and you teaching us what you've learned. So don't worry about trying to reinvent the wheel or do it this new, don't give yourself that much stress. Just really think about the message that matters to you, what's important to you, and is there value in that for someone else? In your life experiences, is there value? And that's what you want to harp on. That's what you want to focus on. The value that your readers are coming for. You don't want to just focus on me, right? Because it's not all about you. Okay? Give us the good stuff. Give us the value. Give us the things that keep us engaged and entertained and make us keep coming back to you as the person that's going to change our lives, because you keep giving us value. Bruh, sis, every time I turn on Facebook, you won't hear talking about books. Every time I jump on, you hear talking about money and finance, and you talking about real estate, sis. That's what you about. I got some questions. You got a program? You got a coaching something? Let me sign up for this. Let me get involved with what you got, because you're sharing stuff that matters to me, that's helpful to me. So share. Okay? Does that make sense with y'all this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Make sure that you say good morning. Hey, family. Say good morning as you jump on. Let me know if that resonates with you guys, if that's clear, if you are going to do the good work, if you are now going to get beyond that you position. Good morning. I signed up. there be a replay? There will be a replay, I believe. Yeah, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm glad that you're all signed up. Awesome. And so you'll get all the updates and whatnot for the webinar, for the masterclass. So again, the masterclass, Don't Be a Broke Bestseller masterclass, is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow at 7 p. So yay. I like teaching in the evening. Sometimes I get to get real comfortable. I let my hair down. I be like, ugh, and y'all catch everything I got. Okay. So have a tremendous day, guys. I have so much work to do. We got two ghostwrite conversations to happen today, two heavy hitters, and then some more prep work for some more prep work for the masterclass. Just getting some things prepared for you guys, getting you trained and getting you oriented in how things rock and roll. So I love you guys so much. I thank you again for hanging out this wonderful Monday morning. Stay focused, stay motivated, stay encouraged, get to work on a consistent basis, and stop being so selfish. This book not all about you. Right? Think about your audience, think about the value that you want to give to them, and that's how you choose a good topic for your book. All right, gang. You're quite welcome, sir. Thank you, Precious. Thank you, Wayne. My absolute pleasure. Good day, folks. I bid you guys a sweet adieu. Thank you so much. If you have questions for me, DM always on IG. That works just fine. The link for the masterclass is in the my IG profile, and then on Facebook, guys. I pinned the link here at the top of the You're welcome. I pinned the link here at the top of the comments, so y'all check that out too when you get a moment. But have an amazing day, you guys. Write your booty off. Stay focused and be like, am I being selfish in here? Right, as you're writing, so does anybody care about this? Who is this helping? I'm not gonna go off on a tangent. I promise you, I'm gonna be good. Who is this helping? My kids are funny. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll tell you another time. Who is this helping? So as you're writing, ask yourself that. Who is this helping? Okay? All right, gang. You're welcome, D. I love you guys. Have an incredible Monday and get to work. And DM message whatever questions you have. And we'll catch back up again later on this week. But I love you guys and have an awesome Monday. Peace out, folks.